Well, welcome back, everybody, to the 1880 podcast with Jude, Jasper, and Lindsie. We're back after a sabbatical. We are back and better than ever.
I'm just gonna say we've sat together and eaten dinner, which was me Patron. So
Classic.
hold on, Jasper, do your best here.
It'll be okay.
But I don't know what it is. But buckle up for these next two episodes. I don't know if Jasper and Lindsie are more energized than normal or if they're more tired than normal, which is expressing itself in a different way. But
I think tired.
I get tired and my nose is running, which just puts me on edge.
But I have eaten meat Patron, so I'm like fueled with protein and happiness. So we'll see.
there's no telling what might come up in this episode. Suffice it to say, we do have episode 2 of the Dream series.
Oh, yes.
Which I've been waiting for. I mean, it's been a month since we've been together doing this.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I've been living in suspense. Can only imagine how everybody else is feeling, just dying to know what everyone's dreams are.
Is that dry sarcasm I sense?
That's the only kind of sarcasm I do.
Yeah.
It's remarkable how sarcastic I am.
Yeah,
sometimes.
it is. I'll go first.
Okay, great.
I have 3, but just
3 dreams?
Okay, their faces. It'll go fast. There's like
Are they
one.
related? Okay.
There's like one that I think is like semi. I think that they go in steps of like, this is probably not gonna happen. This could happen. This is achievable. So I'll start with the one that like I would say is just I have wanted since I was a very little girl. Since I was a little girl. and
Wow.
yeah, and I really would love to one day be a professional actress on the stage, like in like the theater, like on Broadway or on the West End or like on some really amazing theater. I would love to do that, and I would love to be like my ultimate like I would probably just like faint and cry would be if I were like an original like so you know how Disney does like Broadway musicals like Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin. If I were an original cast member of like Rapunzel on Broadway, or like I'm trying to think of one that's not gone on Broadway yet. There's so many Disney ones that are on Broadway already.
The good ones get snatched up.
They do.
Frozen was out for all of like 3 weeks.
And then Broadway took it. I know. So the only one I can think of is Tangled right now that I genuinely think like Tangled on Broadway, I'd lose it. So that's just something that like I would really
be
do.
entangled?
I feel like that is such a who would I want it? Oh,
The
Maybe the
chameleon.
lizard.
The
I was thinking
chameleon?
the same thing.
that's feral. I would say
You got a Mother Gothel vibe too.
I was gonna
Lindsie.
say I think Mother Gothel would be so much fun to play.
I can see it.
But I would also love to be Rapunzel because like who wouldn't want to sing what is that song? I have a
Flower-
dream.
I
I
have
have
no
a
clue.
dream.
No.
Anyway,
I like that movie.
I think
wasn't-
that'd be fun.
Rapunzel.
Yes, I was.
I have a dream?
Not
Yeah, I thought it was.
no.
Someone else said that first.
He's talking about MLK. No, Jasper. That's
Adapted from him.
yeah.
Okay.
No, I have a dream is Rapunzel in song. MLK in spirit, Rapunzel in song.
That's not the best song in that movie, though.
I what would you say the best song in that movie is? I would say Kingdom Dance is
What's
the best
the
song in
one
the movie.
where they're on the riverboat?
And at last
That
I
one.
see the light.
Yes.
That one. That's a good one.
I have an odd connection with Tangled. Is he whining again?
I think
Sound
he
like a-
is. Sound like a.
Sound like a gunshot.
Oh, just as long as he doesn't jump off the balcony.
Sorry. Okay, that's a dog. We're talking about a dog. Let me make that very clear.
No, we
Nobody
should've
can
left
see.
that vague.
No, we're talking about a dog. Boone is out on our balcony currently because
Uh-oh.
Ace kept trying to fight him.
All right, we need to continue on. Your
Anyway,
dreams.
my other 2 things. The one that I think is, I would say semi, like, could happen, is for Jasper and I to open up, like, oh, okay, is that yours?
No,
okay, wait.
say it.
No, I'll take it.
Take it.
No.
I'll think of another
No,
one.
no. You take it. I'll let you,
You
have
guys
it. I'm
can
gonna
just
do.
work on it together. Here,
Yeah.
Okay.
just break it down
Okay, you
together.
go. You do it.
No. You can
Jasper
start it off.
immediately
No.
threw his hands up.
Gosh.
No, I'm sorry. You take that one. I'll take the one that I think is more realistic.
No,
I
you
think
say it. Just say it.
No.
Maybe my idea is different.
for us to own a bakery / bookshop.
Yeah, if you just want to leave it at that, I'll explain next
Okay, yeah.
episode like what I want it to be like.
Okay, so
That
I'm gonna
works.
leave it very vague, but that's what we got. And then my one that I think is super realistic is to do something with like doll restoration, like American. Stop laughing. I'm very passionate about it.
I know you are.
To do something like American Girl doll restoration, or like, or even like yeah, like do something and use it as a way to like connect to people and like I think it'd be really cool to do like doll restoration stuff like that.
How do you connect to people with doll restoration?
You can turn a doll that's been used and like that's been played with, and you can make it new again, and it's like, hey, like Jesus makes us new again.
Wow.
I'm an English teacher. I connect things.
Have we ever told you about the American Girl game?
I think
What
I've heard
American
something
Girl
about this
game?
from you.
What are you talking about?
So preface this by saying that I grew up, for the most part, in my developmental years between two sisters. So let's just throw that out there before like this comes up. This
right.
isn't enjoyable. This is a fun game. It just legitimately is a fun game. And there's like, so you could have, generally works best with 4 players, and each player has like a plastic bookcase. And essentially the way that the game works is each person draws 4 different cards, and the cards are like 4 different categories of things that someone may like. Like there's like entertainment, family, I don't even know, 4 different categories.
It's like a board game?
No, not really. It's not. There's no board at all. So actually, it's not.
So a card game.
Yes, a card game. And
I will be looking at this on eBay after this episode.
yeah, you just need to come over and play with it.
You have it?
Yeah, we have it. We play this all the time.
Jude!
And you take the cards and like you assign the card that you think the person will like the best, and you like slide it in their book, and then they take the cards that they get and rank them in order. And if you suggested a card for someone that they like the best, you get like 3 points and then 2 points for second place.
Okay,
and
I
so
love
on.
that.
It's a very casual game, but we took it all the time with us on like family vacations and stuff. And
Big American Girl fan, so I
you
love
would
that.
love this game.
I love that. I could combine both those dreams and be the first American Girl Broadway star. Like they took like Samantha or Felicity or Kit, if you're a real one, or Molly. Also, again, real ones know those movies, and put them on
Only
Broadway.
the real ones know.
Jasper, you know who you look like?
Jasper?
No, Molly McIntyre, the American Girl doll.
Wow, thanks.
Y'all are wild tonight.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
You can Google it. I want you to look at her, and you're gonna probably cry. She's in our closet. I literally have the doll in our closet.
That's terrifying.
That is terrifying.
She's Maddie's technically. She's not mine.
Get her out of here.
No, have you seen our bookshelf? There are 3 American Girl dolls on our bookshelf
Oh no.
in our bedroom.
That's I wouldn't even be able to sleep.
No, I moved her. I moved SJ into the bedroom.
Because she's probably creeping everybody out that came in here.
You know what she had for a while? She had a doll that she took the wig off it. So
I was
it's just
restoring it.
A bald American Girl doll, and it was just sitting on our counter, just staring all the time.
That's what I was thinking about when you were talking about restoring. Is like you're gonna have to reduce them to some pretty disturbing.
I mean, that's what I've had to
stages.
do. I've done a lot of restorations on American Girl dolls before. I've done
What's a lot?
rewiggings. I'll stop there. But I've done a lot of.
What's a lot?
I've done all limbs retightening. I've done restuffing, head attachments. I've done rewigging. I've done
No, like how many?
6 or 7.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry.
Lindsay's on a tear tonight.
She really is. The other day in PE class, I was in my office, and so I had the door closed, and it was because I don't teach the grammar school classes, but the grammar school class had come in there, and like through the wall and the window and the door, I could hear one kid literally on a repeat just yelling 6, 7, 6, like on repeat,
Gosh.
and I was like, this is gone too far. For like 3 minutes straight, he was just repeating that over and over again loudly.
That I gave a quick writing prompt today, and on the sentence count for my regular English, it's 6 sentences. For my honors, it's 7 sentences. So I put like 6 and then in parentheses 7 honors, and then so everybody was circling it, going 6, 7, 6, 7, and I just, you know what? I just embraced it at this point. I
can't believe it. That
It's
is
out
talked
memed
about
itself.
so much that
Yeah.
it's come up in
No,
this
I know.
context. Anyway.
All right. Shall we get into Jude?
Yeah. All right, we're in Jude verse 14. I'm going to be in 14 through 16 tonight. Am I reading them?
No, I can read them.
You read them?
Out of
Okay.
the good old boy translation, the NLT,
The Squatch translation.
like Sasquatch,
Yeah.
like Bigfoot,
Yeah.
like Yeti.
No, Yeti's different.
No, Yeti's just a snow Sasquatch.
But they're different. A polar bear is not a black bear.
But they're both bears.
We need to start writing these ideas down and like having these would be great episodes because there was something else that came up the other day that we're like we need to make that an episode.
What was it? Oh, the
thing about marriages between.
what are you talking about?
Remember we were talking. We were in 1 Samuel on Sunday morning.
Oh yes.
We were talking
Oh
about how
yes, about
biblically
polygamy in the Old
speaking,
Testament.
it's never a good
Yes,
thing.
yes. Oh, that was a great
Yeah.
thing to
Okay.
talk about.
Yeah.
But how many minutes are we at?
We're not doing
No,
that
we're not
right
talking
now.
about that right now.
Oh.
I'm saying for another thing, like just tuck those
That'd
away.
be that'd be a
Also,
great
a
episode.
Yeti versus Sasquatch versus Bigfoot episode for another time.
Isn't Bigfoot just
Bigfoot
a Sasquatch?
Is Sasquatch.
Bigfoot is Sasquatch poster child.
Maybe we'll have to break it down. Stay
You know
tuned.
who-
That
We
might be
gotta
coming
We
up.
gotta create lore that
We do.
Sasquatch is.
I need to
different
talk
than
to a
Bigfoot.
few of my students who actually are
Okay.
avid Sasquatch people.
They're swatchers.
They are. Okay. Let's jump into Jude, chapter. Oh my gosh, there it is. The only chapter, if you're listening. And we're going to be doing verses 14 through 16. I'm going to read them. As we all know, we might get through 14 through 16. We might not. But we're going to go, and I'm going to read them all so we get context, because context is crucial. Enoch, who lived in the 7th generation after Adam, prophesied about these people. He said, "Listen, the Lord is coming with countless thousands of holy ones to execute judgment on the people of the world. He will convict every person of all the ungodly things they have done for all the insults that and for all the insults and ungodly sinners." Oh my! Can I start again?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
He will convict every person for all the ungodly things they have done and for all the insults that ungodly sinners have spoken against him. These people are grumblers and complainers, living only to satisfy their desires. They brag loudly about themselves and they flatter others to get what they want. That was hard to read. Can we give some context? Because it's been a little while.
Yeah. Who are the people that we've been talking about throughout Jude?
False teachers.
Okay.
Are you gonna add to that?
No, you want to get
Oh
more?
well, I mean, I think that you're gonna do a great job of explaining it. But yes, like false teachers, people who are in the terms we've been using are visible church versus invisible church.
Mm-hmm.
So people who are present in the visible church, who are not necessarily a part of the invisible church, meaning they are doing the things of religion without the right intention or purpose or focus.
Yeah, we got people who are within the church body, but they're not believers. They are there to really satisfy their own desires and what they want. And these are the people that are being talked about. And if that isn't enough to cover that, go listen to some of the previous episodes to get a refresh. But it's these people that have been prophesied about from Enoch. Do we know much about Enoch? And if we do, what do we know about him? It actually tells us a little bit right there in Jude.
So Enoch is such a cool name, but that's beside the point. I just think Enoch is such a cool name. But he's an Old Testament character, not just an Old Testament character. He was an actual Old Testament man. He was related to Adam, and he lived a long time. Am I right? He is what?
No, go ahead.
He lived a while.
He did live a while.
And is he the one that got taken up?
Yeah, he never died.
Okay,
That's what I thought,
okay. I
yeah.
knew it was somebody in Elijah. Elijah.
Elijah.
What? Okay.
And Enoch.
And Enoch.
Those were
Two
the
E names.
Yeah. But yeah, Enoch never died, and he was the seventh in descent from Adam. So whatever great-grandson that'd make him, I don't know. 5 greats.
Yeah, 5 great grandkid.
But so pre-flood or post-flood?
It's pre-flood.
Yeah, that's pre-flood. So whenever Enoch is saying here that, behold, the Lord comes with 10,000s of his holy ones to execute judgment on all and to convict all the ungodly of all their deeds of ungodliness that they have committed in such an ungodly way, and of all the harsh things the ungodly sinners have spoken against him. Okay, who is this about? And who is Jude? Oh gosh.
Ace, chill. Sorry.
Sorry, dogs
Ace,
are trying to
yeah,
get
the
at
dogs,
one another.
Boone and Ace are trying to go at.
But whenever Jude is saying through the Holy Spirit that Enoch, who made this prophecy about the Lord coming to pronounce judgment on these people, it was these people within the church after Jesus who Enoch was making this prophecy about. And the significance of that really, really strikes me. That God, in His providence and in His plan that has been established forever, He made a prophecy before even the flood about people who would try to sneak in to the church unnoticed and try to cause divisions. That kind of
Yeah.
blows my mind sometimes.
I
Actually,
even-
every time I think about this.
It also, it's crazy because then it just further reinforces that not only is God all-knowing, He's completely sovereign, He's completely in control, and He keeps His promises. Because, sorry, I keep hearing Boone. But that's, I mean, those are the things that when you read this verse, like they jump out at you, and they're very real. Sorry, I realize like I'm not talking into the mic. They're very real.
Yeah, and I think the other thing there too is, yes, it's definitely amazing that that was written so long ago, and that it shows how that God is eternal, and that time is much different for Him in some ways than for us, but also that these words, like here we're sitting here however many years later, and there's an application for us, but there's been an application for thousands of years of people as well out of the same truth.
Yeah. Also, just thought about this. This also shows that God doesn't change because the same realities that God allowed Enoch to prophesy about are very, very real thousands of years later. It's just that God is unchanging. His word is unchanging. And He is not full of error. Like that, that's what the sentence shows to me.
And maybe we have a second here just to break something down, because in verse 15, I see the word ungodly used 4 different times. And anytime in Scripture that you see something so repeated, it's probably something that we need to take note of. And so all this prophecy, these judgments that the Lord is going to bring on the people who are ungodly, maybe it would be worthwhile to talk about what it actually means to be ungodly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the question written down, not for really me to ask, but maybe to just consider. Who do we often think of are the worst people? Like, just generally speaking.
Not me.
Oh, okay.
No.
I get
No,
what
I
you're
see
saying.
what you're saying.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not an answer I was expecting, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like, not me.
But like, whenever we think of like bad people, what are some names that normally come to mind?
Hitler.
Hitler.
Yeah, like the worst,
Yes.
the worst of the worst. Yeah, criminals and
like
Stalin,
Yeah.
Nero.
Right, like all these people. But whenever it comes to the Lord and who He's
Sorry, take a pause. We're working on Boone.
whenever we come to the Lord and His description of the worst people are the most ungodly people in the eyes of the Lord. And those who are the most ungodly are not the Hitlers of the world or the serial killers that we hear about, but the worst people and the most ungodly people are those who sneak into the church and pervert the gospel and pervert the message that God has given to provide life now and life eternal for His people. The people who come in that and try to mess that up, those are the worst people that we can see.
You know, it's so interesting because I think that 2 John, Third John, and Jude, they're all grouped together in the New Testament. It's like 2 John, 3 John.
They're all written kind of around the same time,
Yeah.
too.
And I think that they actually talk really importantly about kind of similar issues, but from different angles, where you have what 2 John tells, informs believers on how they should act and exist and things they should and should not do when people who claim to be Christians are not acting the way that Christians should act. And I think it's interesting that Jude also points it out, and he takes it a step further to explain, like, hey, this isn't something that's new, which is crucial.
Yeah, I think verse 16 too gives us a little bit of a description, which I think is to your point, Jasper, describing ungodly people as grumblers. Malcontents is the word that this version. Lindsie, what did yours have?
Grumblers and complainers.
Yeah, so I guess a malcontent there, kind of two words put together. Mal, the prefix meaning bad.
Okay, Latin teacher.
Yeah, I know, it just came out. Content, obviously, the state of someone
Contento.
being. Yeah, we all know what content means, but a malcontent person is someone who thinks bad of all their circumstances, or someone who is not content. And so interesting that the description of the ungodly that we have there, the first two adjectives that we have are both things that we probably all do on a pretty consistent basis. Like, it's easy to fall into situations where we're grumbling about where we are.
You can go ahead.
So I think, like I said, to your point, we think of ungodly people as the worst criminals, but it's not always that.
Yeah. Sorry, my iPad hit the space bar and it paused it for a minute, so you cut out for like 10 seconds.
Oh, it's okay.
It's fine.
We are really breaking the rust off. You
Yeah.
can tell that we've been out of it for like a month here.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have, when God talks about sin, it's not always the people who are just so egregious in sin and are so far from Him, but the ones who are the worst and who the worst judgment and punishment is reserved for is for those who are near to Him, but yet they are very far, and in that they pervert the good things that God tries to give His people. So with that, I think we could take the next episode also to talk about these, so that way we can keep it short, because I know we've been a little long for you guys.
Really fast before
last
we
few
end,
weeks.
I just wanted to point out that just like what you had said with verse 16, and what's so important is grumblers and complainers, second half of that verse, living only to satisfy their desires. The point is, like, they're grumbling and complaining about what God has given them because they simply live to satisfy their own desires, which ultimately lead to more grumbling and complaining because it's not actually joyful or fulfilling. Super important to note before we end. But anyway, I wanted to put that there.
It's a great point to end on.
Yep.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Bye.